My name is Carrie Allen, and I'm a kindergarten teacher here at Bennett Elementary. It's a sad story. When I was in 4th grade, we did, and I still remember it vividly, we did a unit in math on shapes, parallelograms and the differences, and I didn't do so well on it, and the teacher said in front of the whole class, "Carrie, what are you, stupid or something?" And at that point I knew I wanted to be a teacher, because nobody should have that be called out like that in front of other people. So that's when I realized I wanted to be a teacher. My father was a teacher, but he taught high school. And my mother didn't work until my younger sister went back to kindergarten, and then she was a secretary. So her hours in the very beginning were very much like my father's. Being a high school teacher, he would even let us grade papers, and I used to think, oh my gosh, this is so fun, I get to grade papers. Of course he'd give me a key ahead of time, but he counseled me not to do it. He just said, you can do whatever it is that you want to, but you just need to know that there's not a lot of money in it, but there's a lot of bonuses other ways. This is year number 20 at Bennett. I taught 1st grade for 2 years. And then I've currently been in kindergarten for 18 years in the all-day program. When I was in Indiana, after I graduated, I did teach, it was called Early Childhood Disabilities, and I had a variety of special needs children in my classroom. The unique thing is, I do not have a special ed degree, so it was a real challenge. I think the politics are very difficult. That's the part that I didn't expect when I got into teaching. I thought, oh, you just go in there and you help the kids. Well, there's a lot of politics, and there's a lot of congressmen and people in higher up places who come and say, oh no, you need to do this and you need to do that. But they really don't know what's going on in the classroom per se. And then being evaluated by people who have never actually seen me teach used to be very unique to me. To be able to say, oh, you can keep your job, or oh, you can't keep your job, based on their thoughts of how maybe they thought I taught, meaning the parents. The farce that you get 3 months off, it's truly a farce. June, you spend reorganizing your house so that you can make it through, because you've put all these projects off. At the same time, scouring the internet to find new things for units of inquiry. What's a different worksheet that I could use to assess this same concept? What's a different book? Ooh, that copy of that book ripped. I need to go get a new book. So it really is about reorganizing and retooling things so that I'm ready. July is when I start making lists of things that I need to get. Mixed in June and July, there may be trainings that I choose to take or that I have to take. This summer, I already know there's at least 1 day of training that I have to go through for the Kindergarten Readiness Act that was passed by legislators. So it's more testing that I have to do in kindergarten. And in kindergarten, you can't say, okay, boys and girls, get out your number 2 pencil and bubble these. No, each assessment has to be done one-on-one. So June and July, you're pretty much full, and then August 1st is when I start having dreams about school. What do I need to get done? How does my room need to be organized? And then I actually start coming in, because when those dreams happen, they're not gonna go away. So the best thing for me to do is get in the classroom, start making lists, start moving things around, figuring out what else I need to get, how organized I need to be, and who's on my class list, and start labeling things. Teaching is a very difficult job. I think a lot of people think it's one of the easiest jobs in the world. There's a saying that if you can't do it, teach. Sure, whatever. If you can handle it on Halloween with 25 kindergartners in costume and cupcakes and parents, and you still say it's a piece of cake, I think you'd realize it's just a myth. It really is. I think teaching is one of the hardest but most rewarding professions there are. There's only one, I think, that's more rewarding, and I think that's being a parent.